This is Jimi Hendrix, and this is episode 10. Pertinent, perfect brightness of hope on LDS Hasten. This episode is for those who are members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, desiring to preach the gospel, and for those who are not members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, desiring to learn more. And without further ado, Elder Holland.
Yes, our hopes in 1820 would have been to find God speaking and guiding as openly in the present as he did in the past. A true father, in the most loving sense of that word. He certainly would not have been a cold, arbitrary autocrat who predestined a select few for salvation and then consigned the rest of the human family to damnation. No, he would be one whose every action, by divine declaration, would be for the benefit of the world, for he loveth the world, and every inhabitant in it. That love would be his ultimate reason for sending Jesus Christ, his only begotten Son, to the earth. Speaking of Jesus, had we lived in those first years of the 19th century, we would have realized with great alarm that doubts about the reality of the Savior's life and resurrection were beginning to take significant hold within Christendom. Therefore, we would have hoped for evidence to come to the whole world that would confirm the biblical witness that Jesus is the Christ, the literal Son of God, Alpha and Omega, and the only Savior this world will ever know. It would have been among our dearest hopes that other scriptural evidence be brought forward, something that could constitute another testament of Jesus Christ, enlarging and enhancing our knowledge of his miraculous birth, wondrous ministry, atoning sacrifice, and his glorious resurrection.
Okay, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, the Hasten Mobile awaits. I want you to get ready. We're going into the Empower universe. I want you to, if you will, take an adventure with me into the sacred grove. Now, back when I found out that my grandmother was dying, I struggled with my own concept of God. Okay. I struggled with my concept of God, and because I had been raised that God is a spirit, even though as a child, I questioned what I was being taught. The thing is, folks, we have a diamond mindset here, a gem. Some things that are very important. It's just the rest of the world could grasp it, we would so be blessed beyond compare. I have to say, I don't know what it is, but it seems like I know I've had my down moments lately, but it seems that the more I focus on my faith, I get so many more blessings. I'm not saying that life is perfect. I'm still on powerful medication. I still battle with my own insecurities. But the blessing is I have people in my life, inside the church and out, that challenge me. I'm able to make the steps that I feel like I absolutely need to make. So I hope I hope you find this helpful. I have to say, I mentioned the Day of Mormon. Unfortunately, since I'm discovering that WordPress is more of a business style, I'm going to keep it on Blogger. And somebody would tell me how to change it, I'll change it. But anyway, I digress, because here we be. We're ready to get down to the brass tacks, okay? So, I hope you're ready for this. Despite all the resistance in my life, all of the problems, my answer was faith. It really was. And am I saying that everything is beautiful? No. We have adversity going on in our daily lives. And so, it's important for you to begin to grasp that we hold an important gem in the palm of our hands. And so, it's up to us to begin to grab them now. It's something that it has a mindset of its own, but in some instances, it's something that money can't buy. Plain truth. Do you grab that? Okay. We're going to drive it home because we're sending the reactive culture packing. Alright. You say, Jimmy, how are you sending the reactive culture packing? Well, I have to say, in some ways, this is there's going to be a spin-off episode of this called, the podcast is going to be called Energetic Living. But we're taking a detour from here. Folks, we are embarking on the great adventure. The great adventure. You read your scriptures, it's revelation for you. You learn that you've been in prison, and God's grace has set you free. And so, it's kind of like, thanks to the energetic living life thing, yeah, you hit my lightning bolt. Folks, we have a work to do. We have a perfect brightness of hope that we can give people to help them rise above our reactive culture. That's the thing. Satan makes our reactive culture look so beautiful. And we don't have to put up with that. Okay? And so, now with that, I have to say it's been a blessing. A diamond mindset, if you will. And so, I hope that you've enjoyed it. Once again, Elder Holland. Generally, I waited to put him in this podcast, but in a way, in this one, he's kind of, even on the podcaster, in this particular episode, he was the featured speaker. This is Jimi Hendrix saying, until next time, read your scriptures. Remember who you are. And by all means, please preach the gospel God bless.